Okay, we're going to give a very quick review of this camera that I picked up today at Walmart. It's a cool iCam S3000, and I'm recording this particular video using my Kodak ZE-1 in WVGA format. This particular camera here, which I've mentioned, is the cool iCam, records in WVGA format as well as 720p. The only thing is, it is a fisheye lens, which I do not like, but I'm going to be running tests on this anyways, and I've already watched the videos on this, and the video quality in WVGA in 720p, I cannot tell the difference on the computer screen. I'm sure there is a quality difference, but I cannot tell the difference. I'm very pleased with it, with the exception of the microphone, which I thought was under here, but it isn't. That's just a screw. You'll hear me make mention of that on the upcoming video, and I think it's back here somewhere. Now, this is action cam, and I'm very pleased with it other than the sound quality, but I'm not worried about the sound quality because I'm going to be using this for driving videos, and I'll drop in an audio track when I do the processing. There is a cover that goes on the back of this, so this camera can be submerged supposedly down to 10 feet, but I would never put it in water anyways, with this waterproof cover that you install after you remove the data cable, which plugs in the back here, and also your micro SD, which I've got a 32 gig card in here, class 10. So I've run some tests on it, and I'm going to show you the videos now.
Good afternoon, folks. How you doing today? Well, I picked up a cool ion, I guess, cam. Anyways, at Walmart, I was looking for the action cam that Don Cool Blue Lights had, but I was not able to find it at my local Walmart store, and I could have got it on Amazon. It was $52 on Amazon for the HD one. But I picked this up instead for $50, and I had a $25 gift card. So I'm recording now with this camera, and I'm quite impressed. I don't like fisheye lens. I've commented about that before, and that is why I wanted to get the one that Dan had, because it didn't have the fisheye. But I figured I'll get this, and I'm quite impressed with it, with the exception of the sound. I'm not sure where the microphone is located on this camera. There is a cover that goes on the back of this camera that keeps it waterproof. The cover is off now, and I think the microphone is in the back, but I'm not 100% sure. Primarily, I'm interested in doing driving videos where I can dub in the music and so forth. So I don't care about the sound so much, because that's what it'll be used for. Right now, I'm recording at 720p HD. And we are going to go into WVGA format shortly, which is 640 by 480, according to the specs. And this camera on the HD is very good quality. But because it is a fisheye, but it's not as bad as a GoPro. GoPros have a real bad fisheye effect because the wide angleness. If you're looking at the shed right here, I'm about 10 feet away from the shed. It's going to show a fisheye lens effect, but it's not as bad as a GoPro. I've seen quite a few GoPros, and the video quality on them is pretty good, but because of the fisheye, it's a big turnoff. But other than the fact that this has less of a fisheye than a GoPro, I'm quite impressed with it. Now, I am going to switch over to WVGA, which is the only other setting on this, and we're going to come back on the video here, and we'll do the WVGA. Before we do switch over to the WVGA format, I want to show you my security camera hood, which I've got up here, and the camera that's in it, which works very well at night vision here for the back deck. There will be a fourth camera, but that's going to be in the springtime. Let's just check the thermometer here. Today is Sunday. Okay, we're at 50 degrees here. Okay, now as you notice, I'm very close. It's going to be an really bad fisheye look to it. Like the pole for the bird feeder is hanging on an angle, but I'm sure it shows a curve in here. But if you look off to the distance at the corner of the house, unlike a GoPro, here comes Sammy around the corner. A GoPro would give you a big curve of the corner of the house. There's hardly any curvature at the distance this camera's shooting now, but it is really noticeable at close up. I can live with that because this is only going to be used for driving videos. Right, Sammy? You got yourself hurt again. Yeah, you didn't know enough to stay in and you had a big cut on your foot a couple nights ago. Yeah. You don't learn your lesson, do you? But he didn't need the vet. I put antibiotic on it. And that's good. Well, just right there. But you can't really see it too much because it's pretty well healed up. I mean, the fur is off, but he's getting better. Okay. Now I'm going to switch off the video and go into WVGA. Okay. I'm on WVGA format now. And I'm curious to see if the because it's 640 by 480, I'm wondering if the fisheye is worse or the same or better. I'm a little closer. I should really get back where I was before, looking at the end of the house. I'm close to the deck right here, only about 5 feet away. And probably about 10 feet away from the house here on this corner. And looking at the bird feeder pole, which, like I say, is hanging at about a 10-degree angle. Here I'm about 4 feet away from the gen house. I don't expect WVGA to be great, but WVGA is the format that I use on my Kodak ZE-1. But the reason I got this is because I can run this in the rain for driving, outside driving videos. I'm not too worried about the audio because I'm going to drop an audio track in any driving videos I do. But I won't be doing any driving videos today. I just got the camera, I just got it all charged up, and this is nothing more than a test video right now. Remember, I'm using WVGA, which is supposedly 640 by 480 resolution. And I'm talking with the cover off the back. I am not sure where the microphone is on this camcorder. It's either on the front, on the bottom of the camera, or it's at the back of the camera. Pointing the camera at my ugly kisser, about I'd say about almost 2 feet away. Okay. That concludes the video test of this camera.